thought personally that we have the most chances. We play against a team who physically surely are better than our team for the moment, because we have only preparated individually maybe 1 week in Denmark, and here together as a team 5-6 days. It's a team of domestic players from the Danish competition, and they haven't played in December. They have the holidays in December. And still we have also nearly 7 of 8 players who wasn't with this squad because they have to play with 2 club teams in the European competition in Denmark. So there was a lot of new guys, but I think the most positively is that you produced a team in a few days, and they play against surely a good team as Thailand.
They showed they were quite fit despite the heat, the humidity. I mean, they came back very late in the game. Must have showed their fitness.
Yeah, I think it showed more the mentality, surely, because they were very tired, and we used all our players from the bank. It was necessary also because you have played 48 hours before you have played. Also, maybe a harder game because it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It was a very hot game against North Korea.
Did you think you'd lost it though when the Thai scored very late in the second half?
No, of course we were a little frustrated, but I thought that after a minute or two after surely the penalty that the team was coming good back, and the last 10 minutes I thought we were going for the goal, for the equalizer, and of course you have to be a little lucky for that equalizer, but I think it was more than deserved that we make the 2-2.
And then obviously the penalties, very strong, confident your players. Did you think you had the edge anyway?
No, you don't know. I know in penalties it's also a question also of luck, of course. But I thought we had to win the game in the 90 minutes. But I thought that the referee was not as well as he must be on that level. He made some mistake and
a retaken penalty.
Yeah, it was retaken, but he must never give. He must give us a second penalty, and then we make 2-0, and then the game is over. And surely he must not give the penalty for Thailand because it wasn't. But of course, it's referees who are doing as well as they can do. But I think they are not used to that kind of space.
About the atmosphere, quite a lot of Danish tourists and supporters, residents as well, in a small stadium. Did you appreciate this?
Yeah, sure. It's nice when you are so far from home that you are supported by the Danish supporter. They did marvelous. There was good atmosphere also for the Thai people. So I thought it was a good tournament with a lot of public in Phuket. Surely the final was so loud, I think. So.
You're quite happy coming here as opposed to say Bangkok? It's a good location.
We have played in Bangkok, not in the King's Cup the last years, but I think we played in Bangkok 5-6 years ago. We beat them 2-1. But now this time the Thai team was a lot better. They have always had some good individuals, quick players, but this time they produced a good team. I think Peter Reid has done some marvelous job here. So it was a difficult team to beat.
Are you happy? And obviously the players like it coming to Phuket. You went on a day trip, boat trip today, right? To Koh.
Yeah, you know, as a footballer of people in sport, if you are winning, it's the sun is nice, and it was luckily that we have 1 day free here before we leave Thailand this evening.
You went swimming, I presume? In the
surely.
And a nice lunch here?
Yeah, and of course, if you think for the moment, also the mates who are training in Denmark for the moment, it's freezing, it's windy, and so it's about 30 degrees Celsius between the temperature here in Phuket and then in Copenhagen. So surely they will enjoy the last hours in the sun here.
Do you want to come back again if you're invited? Will you be invited? You know?
I don't know it. We hope it because we are champions. So surely. No. It's always in that moment here when it's snowing in Scandinavia. It's a good time to play football here in Thailand.
If you came in, say, the summer holidays when the clubs aren't playing, do you think you could bring a stronger squad?
No, I said it. We have for the moment we have two teams who played European Cup, and I have said they have to prepare as teams. So there was 7-8 players who could have been in this squad, and of course our A team is 11 players who are playing abroad. So it's another kind of football they produce. But I find our players here was doing very well with a short preparation.
Would you like to come back again, perhaps in the summer or another time?
Yeah, I think it's always difficult for us to come in our summer. I mean, in June or July. The best moment for us to come, that is when the teams in Denmark are prepared, and they prepare in January, February. The Danish competition begins the 1st of March. So this is the moment we have the time to do such tournament.
Can you invite Thailand to go play in Denmark?
They are very, very welcome, of course.